the commerce of collecting really kind of hurts my heart a little bit. The Clash as a band is tops for me. They're amazing as musicians, as people, as style agents, all that shit is fucking perfect. But really for me, it's because that was the band that I listened to at a young age, that all the friends that I had at that time turned their back on me. It was like, oh, you like that music, we can't be friends anymore. So for me, it was like a pivotal point in going, yeah, fuck you. The sort of perfect storm that happened with Fucked Up and Photocopied, which started all this stuff, was my band was breaking up, the record label that I had worked at for a decade was closing, and one of my best friends was working at 21361, which is Henry's book and record label, and I'm working at Slash, and we decide, you know what, like, nobody's ever done a book really on punk flyers. He went to Henry first, and Henry said, oh, that'll never sell. And so I think that sort of resonated with me. It's that negative reinforcement that pushes me to do something that my gut tells me I should do. And that's just like, you can't do that, and or how are you gonna do that? Fuck you, I'm gonna do it. And then the other part of it is Fucked Up and Photocopied 100% was designed, in my mind, to please the kids I grew up with in the punk scene in San Jose. When I'm designing stuff for Trust, I am only trying to get a rise from Alberil or you. And if you guys go, oh, then I know I'm good. Like with SSD Control, it was straight up like, the package is perfect, I don't want to change it. But if we had our wherewithals back in the day and we're designing this on our own, what would we have done then? So that was kind of the thinking. It's not reinventing, it's just kind of presenting what we might have done if we had a little bit more knowledge about what we could do. But to the collectors and the hardcore guys that love that sort of first pressing, it's clearly different. If you really know, there's a clear difference, because that's also something I don't like, when you see a repress over and over and over and over again, and you can't tell the difference between the first and the 20th printing. I feel like that from an inspiration point of view, it's like, if it doesn't change a little bit, it doesn't inspire anymore. It's just kind of there. The artwork that came out from this scene that I grew up in resonates more with me in a sort of visceral, impactful way than the music does. Like, there's certain bands I love, but the artwork, for whatever reason, again, I don't know, it just must be like left brain, right brain thing. It hits me with the same emotional feeling as it did then, but almost like still the same now. Like when I saw the Mona Lisa for the first time, I was like, oh wow, like it's emotional. Like, so flyers and artwork and all that stuff kind of does that for me. It's passing on the energy. Like it is passing on that sort of like a story without words in a certain way. And it's just that fucked up thing in my head where I see dots connecting. I've got like 30 books and all these different films and projects around that kind of idea, and I find the same triggers in my happy brain when I find the right song to the right film, the right action, the right story. But to me, it's all the same. It's all just sort of art and telling a story and going, check this out, and you get the emotion. You don't even have to speak words. You see a scene, the music is helping the story, and you don't even know why, but it does. It works. It's giving you that emotional connection. And that's usually what I'm striving for in everything I do. The process of which I design still to this day, weirdly, is in my brain like cut and paste. Like, I think about it that way. It just goes to the nature of the stuff that we were doing then, because we weren't trained. We weren't going to school to learn that stuff, or nobody's teaching me how to play guitar, how to design a punk flyer. Some guys were good at collage, some guys were good at drawing, some guys were good at lettering, and that's what makes them so unique. And that's what I was trying to do. I'm not coming at this from a strong perspective of educated design. It's just fun. I always say that it's like the fans and the photographers and the guys who design the flyers and the little baby bands, that's really the cornerstones of all this stuff. This is going to connect the dots for you a little more. You're seeing a bigger scope of the scene by filling in with all these little underdogs everywhere that really did make it mighty, you know?